Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, October the 22nd. My name is Johnny Kane with SportsCaster.com. And every week we come together on this program to highlight what our student broadcasters have put together as we do our best to canvass our entire listening area. Important stories that you might be familiar with and other stories that perhaps you're hearing about for the first time. So we cover professional sports in addition to what's happening on college campuses throughout the state. But often there's stories from the local level. And that's where we're going to start tonight because there's a high school swimmer from West Bloomfield who's the number one swimming recruit in Michigan in the class of 2026. She's rewriting the state record books with 6 individual state titles to her name and a chance to add 2 more individual titles at the mhsaa state championships in November. Her name is Elizabeth Eichbrecht. She's 17 years old. She's committed to Indiana University, and she and West Bloomfield coach Ronson Webster, they sat down with sportscasters Lyric Sloan to discuss the mental work, the physical demands, where she draws her inspiration, and the importance of finding your people.
I'm with the number one top female in the state of Michigan, Elizabeth Eichbrecht. Thank you for coming.
Of course. Pleasure to be here.
And I'm with her coach, Ronson. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Okay, so Elizabeth, I want you to take me back to your early days in swimming. How did you start?
Well, my mom and my dad put me in lessons when I was, I don't know, like 6. And I did them at Lifetime, and then I joined the Lifetime club team with one of my best friends when we were 8, I think. And he was the coach, and I've been swimming on the team ever since.
So how long have you been swimming with Ronson?
9 years.
Yeah.
That's actually so special to have like such a good relationship with a coach.
We've been through a lot. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been a fun roller coaster.
So during this interview, this is going to be on the radio, so people won't be able to necessarily see this. But right now, Elizabeth, are you in practice right now?
Yes.
Your commitment is crazy. I want you to walk me through what your practice is like. What's your schedule like?
Well, we swim every day except for the weekends. And if we're not, usually I swim meets on the weekends, but during high school season, we swim meets Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that's pretty much it. I mean,
What's your busiest time of the year?
definitely girls' high school season because, well, yeah, definitely girls' high school season because of all like the dual meets and all the championship meets and stuff. But boys' high school season also gets pretty busy because middle school swim is also put in there as well.
And how do you balance that? Because you're a senior in high school. How do you balance that?
Time management. You as like I guess like a student athlete, you have to like learn how to manage your time properly, especially being at the level that I am at. It's just like it's kind of like a game of you do the things that need to get done when they need to get done, and then the other stuff can like hold off until they need to get done.
Now, Ronson, what is it like coaching Elizabeth?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's kind of the same as coaching everybody, but I mean, it's just great because we've been together for so long. She's a super hard worker. She's probably one of the hardest workers I've ever been having. I've had the pleasure of coaching. Um, it's been a lot of fun throughout the last couple of years. So.
Elizabeth holds so many records. As a coach, was there a moment where you knew that she could really have success?
When she was 9, when she told me she wanted to swim with the older kids, and I told her no, and she's like, "Well, what if I beat them in this set?" And I said, "Okay, sure." And then she went out there and did it, and I was like, jaw dropped. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, no, you still can't swim with them." But I knew she was destined for big things because nobody goes out there and has the guts and the grit, to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and never give up. So it's something every coach really wants, and I kind of knew something special, when that happened when she was 9.
Now, I think that I've always said this, that I think swimming is one of the hardest sports because your main focus is speed and in water you're slower. So, Elizabeth, how do you think that swimming is so difficult?
It's a lot of mental work, I'd say, because it's like a team sport. Like my team is all behind me right now. But the races you swim are individual races, so it takes a toll on you mentally, and that's probably the hardest part.
And how do you deal with the pressure of being such a top prospect?
You just kind of gotta wing it, you know. I don't know. Last year was a bit more of a struggle because I was going through like the whole recruiting process and stuff, but this year it's gotten better.
Yeah, and now let's talk about your commitment. You're committed to Indiana. What stood out to you about making your verbal commitment?
I really liked the coaches and how they all seem to like work really well together, and like it fit for what I do now and what I want to continue to do in the future.
And is there anybody that inspires you?
Probably the three main people that inspire me. Kayla Decky, obviously, as she's like one of literally the female greats. I have like almost like a little sister on our team. Her name is Ella, and her work ethic and her determination inspire me every day. Like yesterday, when we were doing the 100s on the 130, and we didn't know what they were. So she goes, "Let's assume they're 500 pace," and I was like, "Let's not assume that." Like, but no. So she inspires me, and then one of my friend's moms was an athlete, and she swam at the University of Arizona, and she was so good. She has like all of these records. She was an NCAA All-American, and she inspires me. Her name is Jenny McQuiston, Jenny Banker when she swam.
And does she ever give you advice?
Yes, she's one of the sweetest humans.
Yeah, that is so nice, especially because you're going to be entering a whole nother level at a D1 level. So having somebody that's already had that experience, I feel like that would be such a good backbone for you to have throughout this whole process.
Yes.
Are you nervous to go out of state?
It's not that far. It's like 5.5 hour drive. I took a visit to Cal Berkeley, and that was like a 5.5 hour flight. So it's like, you know,
What other schools have you visited for swimming?
I could have pretty much gone anywhere. I took Ohio State, Indiana, and Cal.
What do you like about the other schools?
I liked the resources at Ohio State. They have the biggest athletic department in the country, and they use it. They use it. It was absolutely phenomenal there. And I liked Cal. I liked being at Cal, and I liked the team and everything. But it came down to Indiana and Cal. But Cal was just so far. I was like we got delayed on the way home, and I was like.
So, what do you hope that people remember about you, like leaving your high school career behind?
My main goal as being like, I guess like at the top is just being like kind to everyone, no matter what they do and how they do. Like even after like if I had a bad race, I still turn to the person next to me and I'm like, good job. And that's probably the most important thing, and that's probably what I want to be remembered for.
And what's your biggest advice for young swimmers that might look up to you to get to your level? What advice would you give them?
Don't give up. I know swimming is a very individual sport sometimes, and it might seem like you're alone and you're not. There's always someone that you can reach out to, and find your people. There's so many people in the swim world, whether they are on your team, in your state, anywhere in the world. If like keep in touch. They know what you're going through. They know how to like talk to you. It's very nice.
And out of all the awards that you've won, which one, or records that you've broke, which one sticks out to you the most and why?
I broke a pool record at Oakland University in February in the 200 free, and I'd say that one holds the most meaning to me because it proved that after like a long like down, you know, like I was actually still improving, and I still have a lot more to give.
And what kind of goals do you still have left for yourself?
Oh, well, I still have another state record to go. We got the one. Now I need the second one. And then just to have fun and enjoy these last moments with my team.
So now we're just gonna play a little game. I'm just gonna do like a rapid fire this or that questions, and you're just gonna say the first thing that comes to mind. Are you ready? Early morning practice or late night meet?
Late night meet.
200 freestyle or 500 freestyle?
Ooh.
Don't think, just say it.
500 free.
Sprint sets or distance sets?
Depends on the day. Usually more distance sets.
Butterfly or backstroke?
Butterfly. No brainer.
Winning by 1 second or breaking a record?
Breaking a record.
Swimmer tan lines or goggle marks?
Swimmer tan lines.
Olympic gold medal or NCAA championship ring?
Quick.
I don't know. NCAA championship ring.
Perfect start or perfect finish?
Perfect finish.
And if you weren't swimming, what sport do you think that you'd be good at?
Track and field.
Why is that?
Because he makes us run. I don't want to say cross country because I would never ever be able to be a cross country runner.
Well, that's a glimpse into the life of a high-level high school athlete, 4-time state champion in the 200 and 500-yard freestyle, Elizabeth Eichbrecht from West Bloomfield High School. Incredible story. When we come back, Lyric Sloan, who did that interview, she's going to join us on the show. She's a student at Michigan State. And, of course, there's a big game coming up on Saturday against Michigan. So Lyric will tell us about the vibe on campus in East Lansing. That's all coming up next here on Open Mic.